Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I keep tripping. I'm tripping over this stupid tripod. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, handmaid. Hey, how are you? It's just going to be running by your place as well. How are you? Handmade and homegrown. Hi, Lee. Hey, Lee, how's it going? I'm doing very well, thank you. Da, 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 da. Lisa's hi, handmade. Not bad, that's good. I'm good going to Hobby Lobby. Oh, how nice. I used to go to Hobby Lobby with my mom. I like that store, Hobby Lobby. Mm. Good, 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 everybody. Well, thank you for stopping by. That's a great place to go. It is, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, mainly off the grid. Mainly off the grid. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Good morning to you as well. I'm just resting, allowing your muscles to heal. Good, Lee. That's good. Hi, Robert Pops. Hey, Pops, how's it going? Hello, D May. Hello, everyone in chat. Hello, Robert Pops. Everybody say hi to Pops. Lee says hi to mainly off the grid. How is everybody, huh? Doing very well today. Thank you, everybody. Lee, hi, Pops. Jim Rat. Hey, Jim Rat. How's it going? Jim Rat. Hi, Toolman. Maintenance always, everybody. That's Toolman. That's Handmaid's hubby. Welcome, welcome. Jim Rat, how's it going? Toolman, how are you doing today? Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. I appreciate you guys all so much. Lee says, hi, Toolman. Yeah, Toolman and Handmaid. Lovely. Hi, Jim Rat, says Lee. Kayla, hi, Tiny K. Tiny K's here. Everybody say hi to Tiny K, which is Sergeant Kayla. You're doing good, Toolman? Awesome. Are you going to Hobby Lobby too? Life is good. Oh, Jim Rat, I love that. That is good. It's good, good. Lisa's hi, Tiny K. Tiny K, how are you, young lady? Oops, sorry. Hi, Susanna. Hey, Susanna, thank you for stopping here. Why, yes, you are going. Good. I'm glad. It'll be fun for both of you guys. Tiny says hi. Susanna, thumbs up. Thank you, Susanna. How are you today? Kayla says hi, everybody. Share Bear's here. Hey, Share Bear. Orange Share Bear, welcome, young lady. Good morning, good morning. Lisa says hi, Susanna. Rubberneck, hey, girlfriend. Rubberneck's here, everybody. Say hello. She says, good morning, how are you? Lee says, hello, Share Bear. Kayla, I'm okay. I'm just a little stressed and tired. Aw, sorry to hear that, Kayla. Hey, Sonal. Sonal's all about freedom. He says, good morning, Miss Daisy May. Hey, Sonal, I saw you driving today. I don't even know if I said hello, but I saw you driving. I was in your stream there. Kelly Jones. Hey, Kelly. Good morning, Kelly. I watched a bunch of Kelly's content last night. Thank you for being here. Gittin, hey, Gittin. Gittin says, hi, Daisy May, lovely chat. Have you in the background. Thank you, Gittin, and good afternoon to you, young lady. She's still working on her vacation. Awesome. Thank you, Gittin, so much. Lee says, hello, Sonal. Sonal says, hello back. Lisa's hi Gittin and hi Rubberneck. Someone says, hey Gittin. Sergeant Kayla says, I Tiny K. I know, Tiny K, yeah. Someone says too much traffic. Yeah, that's a lot of traffic. Yeah. Lisa's hi Kelly Jones. Kelly, my pup's mad. It's raining. Aw. No walkies? Maybe later, right? Furious Angel. Hi Furious Angel, welcome. It is a beautiful location. I'm very lucky to live here. Furious Angel. Thank you, thank you. Where are you from? Rubberneck, hi Lee. Sonal, hi Rubberneck. Shearbear says hi everybody. Rubberneck says hey Shearbear. Furious Angel. Someone says hello. Lee says hi Furious Angel. Jamal, hey Jamal. Daisy May, what time did you wake up? Today, we didn't get out of bed till 7 o'clock. We are late today. My husband's on vacation. So we didn't get out of bed till 7. And then we took Daisy for a nice walk. And now, here we are. Sonal says, hey, Share Bear. Kayla, hi, Sonal and Rubberneck. Lee says, hi, Jamal. Tiny K says, hi, North. Jamal says, hey. Or Sonal says, hey, Jamal. Magnetic Pirate, hey, Jason. 603 Magnetic Pirate, Jason's here. Hey, Jason. He says, good morning, friends. Jason, how is everything in New Hampshire? Thank you, Jason, for stopping by. Everybody say hi to Jason. 603 Magna Pirate. You know him, Jason. Yep, someone knows. Hey, Jason. Lee says, hi, Jason. You guys all know. Jason says, haven't been on in a while. Well, that's okay. You know, life, you got to live your life, right? I hope it's been a good time for you. I hope it's not nothing, stressful. I hope you're having a really good summer. Kelly, I got up early because I knew it was going to rain. She got an hour before oh, she did. Oh, okay. That's nice. Jason says, hi, Lee Sonal. Inga, hi, Inga. Inga says, hi. Inga, how are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sonal says, hey, Kelly Jones. Richard Green. No way, Richard. He says, good morning, Daisy, but you know what? Good afternoon to you, my friend. Richard Green. Everybody say hi to Richard. Sonal says, hey, Inga. Richard says, hello, Sonal. Magnifier Jason. Good, busy with my daughters. That's good. That's good. Enjoy the summer with the girls. Absolutely. Lee says, hi, Mint. Sonal, hey, Richard Mint. Furious Angel, I'm in the UK. From the accent, you are in some part of America. I am. This is Florida. Yep, this is Florida in the United States, yes. We have other people from the UK here as well right now. Richard says, hi, Jason. Richard says, afternoon to Lee. Jason says, hi, Richard. Sonal, living life like there's no tomorrow. Yes, do it. Because you know what? Tomorrow's not guaranteed, folks. Live it. There you go. Lee says, hi, Inga. Richard says, hi, Furious Angel. Inga says, I'm doing fine. Jason, the girls start their senior year next Wednesday on their 17th birthday. And their senior year, how fun is that going to be? That is going to be so fun, Jason. That is so fun. Rubberneck says, hey, Richard Mint. Richard says, hi, Inga. Good morning, Rubberneck. Inga says, hello, Lee. Lee says, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button, everybody. Thank you. Inga says, hi, Richard. Dinovic. Dinovic. Hello, Dino. Hey. Welcome back, Dino. Welcome back to Florida. We are in Florida, folks. This is Florida. Sure is. This is Florida. Yeah, it's a very pretty morning, everybody. Very pretty morning. Thank you for being here. Lee says, hey, Dino. Richard says, hi, Dinovic. Sonal also says, hey, Dinovic. Jason says, yup, one of them started field hockey preseason this week and has been running 1 mile every day plus skills. Wow. That's awesome. Your daughters sound amazing. Kelly, I have family in St. Augustine, Palm City, and Boca. Oh, Boca's just north of us. Nice, Kelly. Jason, 3.5 hour practice all week. Oh, is it hot up there, Jason? Is it hot up there? Sad Man. Hi, Sad Man. Sad Man says, good morning, Miss Daisy. Hope you're feeling better today. Thank you, Sad Man. All good. All good on the home front. Thank you, Sad Man. You're so kind. Kayla says, I'm sleepy. Kayla, go take a nap. If you're sleepy, go take a nap. Sono says, hey, sad man. So does Lee. Lee says, hi, sad man. Richard says, hi, sad man. Stitch Katie. Hey, Katie. 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 Hi, Katie. Welcome, girl. Dinovic. I just came back from France and I'm sailing, listening to some Floridian. You just came back from France? Oh, how lovely. I've never been to France. Oh, that's not true. I've been to Paris because I flew into Paris. But that's all I've seen of France was the Paris airport. Well, Dinovic, thank you for being here. And you're sailing. Oh, what a wonderful life you have. Furious Angel, Florida beautiful. Didn't you have some extreme weather out there recently? Hope you plus your loved ones are safe and well. Oh, thank you, Angel. No, we have not had bad weather here. Maybe somewhere else in Florida, but not here. Mm-mm. It's all good here so far. Knock on wood. Lisa's hi, Stitch. Stitch, Katie. Jason, the other one starts cheer practice on Monday, which is my birthday. Your birthday's coming up. The girl's birthday. You guys are all coming up with birthdays. Jason has a birthday Monday. I'm going to tell you right now, happy birthday, just in case I don't see you. But if I do see you, I will sing you happy birthday. Thank you so much, Jason, for being here today. Inga, how are you, Miss Daisy? I'm doing great. How about yourself? How's everybody in the chat doing today? Sadman says, hello, Lehman. Sonal and Richard. Jason says, nope, it's been 80 and cool. Can you send me some of that, please? Please send me some. We already have 81 right now. It's 81. Richard says, happy early birthday, Jason. Yeah, Richard Green says, hi, Stitch. Icy. Hi, Icy. Welcome, Icy. How are ya? Thank you for stopping in. Lee says, hi, Icy. Sonal says, Icy, hey. Stitch Katie says, hi, Richard. Richard Green says, hi, Icy. Elwina. Hello, Elwina. How's it going? Elwina's here. Thumbs up. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Sadman says, welcome, Stitch Katie. Elwina says, hi, Elwina. Sonal says, hey, Stitch. 603 Jason says, between the girls' practices, work schedule, and soon to be school, we just bought another car, so now they both have their own car. Oh, geez. How awesome. That's a really exciting time in the kids' life, in the girls' life, and also in yours, right? Well, congratulations to all that. That's awesome. Sonal says, hey, Alwina. So does Lee. Lee says, hi, Alwina. Rubberneck, hey, Sonal. Katie, hi, Sonal. Icy, hi, Lee. Sonal says, happy early birthday, Jason. Yes. Sadman, yeah, some places in Florida had bad weather lately, but just some thunderstorms. Oh, okay. No, we haven't had really much of much. This is the rainy season, and where we live, we're not getting any rain. We usually get rain like every day, they tell me. All summer long, you usually get thunderstorms every day. And we have not here where we live. We have not, and it's been a while. Jason says, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Icy says, hi, Sonal. Hi, Richard. Lee says, happy early birthday, 603. Inga says, I'm doing fine. Good. Sonal says, I'll be doing a lot of recording today. Good, Sonal. Awesome. Dante. Hey, I subscribe. Hi, Dante. Dante, tell me about you. Where are you from? Thank you for being here. Dante Brood. Thank you so much for stopping in. Jason says 59 here. 59. We have 81 degrees. '81. Ugh. Elwina says, hi, Lee. Brian Clemens, please, I'm hungry. Hi, Brian. Hello, Brian. I'm so sorry you're hungry. I'm sorry to hear that. Richard says, hi, Dante. Sonal says, Dante, welcome in. Lee says, hi, Dante. Smith, hi, Smith. Smith Law. Welcome, Smith Law. Welcome, welcome. Hi to you back. Sadman says, welcome, Elwina. Alice, looks beautiful. Hi, Alice. It is beautiful right now. Yeah, it's nice. Thank you, Alice, for being here. Richard says hi to Elwina. Dante says hi. Hi, Dante. Welcome. Richard says hi, Alice. Elwina says hi, Sonal. Kayla, I go night-night, May. Okay. Sergeant Kayla, you go on. You have a good night. Good night's rest. Good afternoon nap. Because where are you? You're in Poland, aren't you? So for you, it's like afternoon, right? All right, Kayla, you get some rest. Dante says thank you. 603 Jason has have an awesome day, everyone. Thank you, Jason. You too. He's got to run. Much love to you, the wife and the girls, the whole family. All right, take care, Jason. Sono says, hey, Alice. Richard says, take care, Jason. Sono says, take care, Jason. Lisa says, hi, Alice. Icy says, I got to go. I'm on my way to work. Aw, thank you for stopping in, Icy. Thank you. When Larry sings, hello, Larry. Larry says, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Larry. Thank you for being here. Lisa says, have a great day, Jason. Richard Green says, hi, Larry. Sono says, take care, Icy. Brylon Farm is here. Brylon Farm says, good morning, Kelly and friends. Hi, Brylon Farm. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Dinovic, after visiting my girlfriend with my daughter, I need some air. So now just me and my dog on sea for the next 6 to 7 days. Girls are power draining. Well, being at sea with the dog sounds wonderful. Help clear your head, right? Good for you, Dinovic. Lisa says, have a good day, Icy. Richard says, later, Icy. Sono says, hey, Stacy. Stacy, how you doing, my friend? Lisa says, hi, Stacy. Lord Jim Dandy. Hey, Jim. Lord Jim Dandy in the house. He says, hello, Lady Daisy and all in chat. Hello, Lord Jim Dandy. Richard Green says, hi, Brylon Farm. Norma Raymond. Hi, Norma. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Norma. How are you? Everybody say hi to Norma Raymond. Norma, thank you for stopping in. Lisa says, hi, Jim. He says, hi, Norma, too. Richard, hi, Lord Jim Dandy. Sono says, hey, Jim Dandy. Sono says, Norma, hey, hey. Norma says, hi, Norma. Happy Wednesday, you guys. Wednesday, August 20th. August 20th. Wowza. Richard says, hi, Norma. Lisa says, hi, Larry. Norma says, hello, everybody. That's a good one, Norma, right? Hello, everybody. Sometimes there's too many people to say hi to. Sergeant Kayla says, yes. Rubberneck says, good morning, Norma. Brandon. Hi, Brandon. Brandon says, happy Wednesday morning, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Good morning, Brandon. Sherbert says, Jamal on deck. Have a blessed day. Did I miss Jamal on deck leaving? If I did, I apologize. All right, I don't know if I missed that or not. Sherbert says, hi, everybody. Sono says, hey, Larry. Lee, hi, Brandon. Sono, hi, Brandon. Hello, Brandon. Sherbert says, hi, Icy. Rubberneck, hi, Larry. Sherbert says, hi, Brylon Farm. Richard Green says, sending you love, Sheer Bear. Sono's using emojis. Thank you, Sono. Sherbert says, hi, Lord Jim Dandy. Just pulling up a chair. Pulling up a chair. Oh, Sono, thank you for using those emojis. Sherbert says, hi, Lord Jim Dandy. Lee's using the emojis too. Thank you, guys. Pop says, hello, Sheer Bear. Sono's using those emojis. Thank you. Richard says, hi, Robert. Robert Pops, yeah. Stacy says, hey, Lee. Hey, Sono. Hey, Sheer Bear. All I miss doing well, Kelly, and you. I'm also doing well, Stacy. Thank you so much. Richard's using emojis too. Lee, I have a premiere at 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 Central. Today? Let's pin you up there, my friend. Everybody check out Lee Magnetic North Adventures. Premiere today, 2 p.m. at my time, 1 p.m. Central. Adjust your time accordingly. Thank you, Lee. Robert says hello, Richard Green. Sono says hello, everybody. That's a good one, Sono, right? Kayla, it's afternoon and I'm in Poland. It's past my nap time and I'm Tiny K. Night, night, baby. Good night, Kayla. Good night, Tiny. Rubberneck says, please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Lisa's rest well, Tiny K. Sono. Richard has good luck because his last name is Green. Is Green lucky? Sorry about the noise. They're working on the roof. They're working on our roof today. Sono. Sono's using emojis. Thank you, Sono. Kayla, love you, North. Share Bear's using emojis too. Thank you, Share Bear. And so is Sono. Awesome. Lee says every Wednesday. That's right. I'm confused with the days. My husband's on vacation, and every day just seems like the same day. You know what I mean? Wednesday. That's right, Lee. When Larry sings, how'd you do a premiere? When you go to upload a video, it tells you you could set it as a premiere. A share says, hi, Tiny. Sono, today's Wednesday. I lost track of the day. I know it's Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Sono says, hey, Tiny. Share Bear's using emojis, and so Sono. It's hump day. That's right, Rubberneck. It's hump day. It's right. Lee, when you upload, you click set date, time, and then click premiere it on. There you go. Very simple. Larry says, okay, thanks. There you go, Larry. Liam. No, it's not mine. Hello, Liam. Hi, Addison. You're welcome, Addison. Liam, that is no, I do not have a boat. I wish I had a boat. Someone says, hey, Liam. Lee says, hi, Liam, too. Addison. Someone says, hey, hey. Addison says, how are you? I'm good, Addison. First couple things with you. Thank you for stopping in, Addison. And number 2 is, how are you? How are you? Addison says, hey, Sono. Share Bear, Addison, hi. Liam, hello, everybody. Hello, Liam. Share Bear. Liam, a real one, hi. Addison says, hi, Share Bear. She's Share Bear. Pops, have a good day, Daisy made everyone in the live chat. I have to go back to work. I will see you on the YouTube, somewhere on YouTube. And thank you so much, Pops. Robert Pops, thank you so much. You have a wonderful day at work, and be safe. Be safe at work. Lee says, hi, Addison. Richard says, Miss Daisy May, did anyone tell you that you are amazing at all? Yet today, if not, well, you are and lovable too. Oh, Richard, thank you. Thank you, Richard. And so are you, my friend. Richard Green, you are so sweet and kind. Thank you, buddy. Liam, is your opinion how much a yacht like that costs? The one beside the other house. That one? Okay, well, this one right here is $500,000. This one is $500,000. That one, I don't know. I have no idea, but I do know about this one here. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. Edison says, hey, Magnetic North. Richard Green, take care, Robert. Have a great day. Lee says, take care, Pops. Sono, why you should never say hey, because hay is for horses. Hey, 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 hey. Addison, I meant hi, not she. Hi, Addison, welcome. Richard says, hi, Liam. Sono says, LOL. Liam says, hi. Hi, Liam, the real one. Larry, hundreds of thousands. Yes. Yes, hundreds of thousands. This one is 500,000 right here. 500,000. That one, I don't even have a clue. There's Lee's link. Thank you, everybody. That is Lee's link. He is having a premiere today. Please check it out. Right? He's working on his WH. He's getting very close. Lee, I ran you all night long from 11 o'clock last night until 7 o'clock this morning. So you got a good 8 hours from me today. Richard says, hi, Addison. Addison says, Richard, Lee, thank you, Share Bear. Sono says, Richard, there's Richard's link. Thank you, Sono. Liam, you think it's worth it buying a yacht? It depends on the person. It depends on how much you like the water, if you're good at sailing. You know, there's a lot of factors that go into buying a boat or a yacht. Larry, it might be close to $1 million. It might be. It might be. It might even be more than that. Yeah. Lizzie's here. Hi, Lizzie. Lizzie says hello. Hello, Lizzie. Welcome, young lady. Lee says, hi, Lizzie. Hector. Hey, Hector. Hector, how's it going? Is it a torpedo boat? Yeah, this one right here. And then you got that one over there. It's a big boat. It's a big boat. Richard says, hi, Lizzie. Sono says, hey, Lizzie. Lizzie says, hello, Lee. Hector. Yes. Richard says, hi, Hector. Sono says, hey, Hector. Larry, I want a little fishing boat. There you go, Larry. That's all you need, right? That's all you need. Lizzie says, hello, Mr. Green. Hector says, hi, Richard. Lizzie says, hello, Sono. Richard, I'd be happy with the kayak. Me too. Me too. I'd love to have a kayak. We have no storage for it. That's the problem here. Lee says, thank you so much. Was a glitch as it took 20 hours off, but end month all will tell. 20 hours off? Well, that just stinks. Hector says, Sono, my man. Sono says, Hector's on his way for the joke title. Lee says, hi, Hector. Hector says, hey, Sono, Richard Green. Is that an oversized yoga mat on the back? They lay on there, and then you pull them with the boat. Hector says, still mistakes is unjustifiable. I hear you. Cher says, school back in, and my kid got up pretty easy, so yay. Oh, good, Cher Bear. Back to school for the kids, huh? Nice. Hector says, Cher Bear, good for you. Awesome. Richard, what do you call police in helicopters? Summer Ocean. Hey, Summer. She says, good morning, Daisy Mae, everyone. Hello, Summer Ocean Waves. Welcome. Rubberneck says, English, please. Sono says, yes, Cher Bear. Elise says, yes, 2809 as of this morning. It will correct it soon. Okay. It's very frustrating, Lee. You're so close. Sono says, hey, Summer. Richard Green, flying pigs. Hold on. What? Sono. I mean, Richard, that's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Bittersweet. It's a senior year. Aw, it's a senior year. Yeah. Senior year was fun though. Lee says hi, Summer. Richard says hi, Summer. Summer says hey, Sono. Rubberneck says hi, Summer. Hector says hey, Richard. LOL. Summer says hi, Lee. Hi, Richard. Sono says hi, Richard. Cher Bear says hello, Hector. Summer says hey, Rubber Ducky. Rubber Ducky? Please do tell, who is Rubber Ducky? Inquiring minds want to know, who is Rubber Ducky? Rubber Ducky, you're the one squeaky squeak. Why is it we all go quacker sometimes? Lee, 2920 it now shows, so 10 missing. It adjusts by the end of the month. 2920. That's because it drops off last year. That's why. The 365, right? Hector, I think it's funny, Miss Daisy. All right, Hector. Summer says, LOL, Rubberneck. Richard, why is it we all go quackers sometimes? Someone says, Rubber Ducky, you're the one squeak sweet. Do you mean Rubberneck, says Hector. Summer, LOL, Sono. Rubberneck, I think it's me, Rubber Ducky. Oh, yeah, duh. Yes, you are. You are Rubber Ducky. Yes, you are. Hector says, Sono, you ruined the whole generation. Richard says, LOL, Hector. Summer, Rubber Ducky. He goes, Rubberneck. Gotcha. Thank you. Sono, Hector, blame Ernie from Sesame Street. Larry says, this is the Rubber Duck. We are about to go hunting bear. Sono, LOL. Shit versus diamond painting. Well, Lizzie. Hi, Lizzie. Mikey's here. Good morning, Mikey. Mikey says, good morning, Daisy Mae and chat. Good morning, Mikey. Mikey said hi. Lizzie says, hello, Share Bear. Summer says, LOL, Larry. Richard Green says, hi, Mikey. Share Bear says, good morning, Mikey. Sonal says, Mikey, hey, hey. Lizzie, hello, Rubberneck. Mikey says, hi, Share Bear and Sonal. Lizzie says, hello to Mike. Rubberneck, hi, Lizzie. Sonal, Hector. Sonal, no, it's all you. Mikey says, thanks. Summer says, hey, Diamond. Lee says, hi, Mikey. Lizzie says, hello, Hector. Mikey, hi, howdy, Richard. Hector says, hi, Diamond painting Lizzie. Lizzie says, hello, Summer. Sonal, Hector, don't make me bring that word out to stop you from crying. There's no crying on tea time. Oh, yeah, there is. Larry says that was from a C.W. McCall song called Convoy. I remember that song. I remember that song, Larry. Ocean says, hey, Hector. Mikey says, hi, Lee. Summer says, hi, Mikey. Share Bear. Hi, Summer. Hector says, okay, so I'll stop. Hi, Summer. Mikey, how you doing today? How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Amazing, but I need coffee. I hear you. Grab some coffee. Someone says, Hector, I'm an emotional man. Come on. User love. Hi, love. You too. Tasty Peanut. Tasty Peanut. How's it going, Tasty Peanut? Good morning. Lee says, I have go away from the keys, but listening and playing. Thank you, Lee. Thank you. Which one is Share Bear? Sono says, hi, Tasty Peanut. Share Bear says, hi, Summer Ocean. Summer Orange and Purple Share Bear. Oh, they're jackhammering. Is that very loud, guys? Tasty Peanut's going great. Good. Is that too loud? He also did a song about a dog named Old Sloan. Hi, Kenny. Happy Wednesday. Happy the weekend. Yes. You're right. You're right, Kenny. Thank you for being here, Kenny. Lizzie, yeah, you really don't want to know how I'm doing. I have an issue and it's making me work. Oh, Lizzie, I'm sorry. Would you like to talk about it, Lizzie? I'm sorry to hear that, Lizzie. Richard says, hi, Tasty Peanut. Share says, Summer, I'm both. Tasty Peanut says, hi, Share Bear. Bloodshed, hey, Bloodshed, how's it going? Bloodshed says, hey, Daisy May, looks like a beautiful day. Hey, Bloodshed. Richard says, hi, Kenny. Mikey says, kind of, but it's okay. You know what's worse than crying, Miss Daisy? Carrying the weight of the world in your heart and not being able to cry. No, if you need to cry, you cry. I was making a joke, Hector. Crying's good for the body. Yeah, it's good. And don't carry the weight of the world. Please don't do that. That's too stressful. Shearbear says, Summer, this one too. Shearbear says, hey, Bloodshed. Hi. Richard Green says, hi, Bloodshed. Lee says, hi, Bloodshed. Bloodshed says, 100 reactions. Oh, thank you, Bloodshed. Thank you. Bloodshed says, good morning, Shearbear. Thumbs up. Tasty Peanut says, hello, Richard. Hector, all right, I'm going to go to this jackhammer guy and give him a piece of my mind. Yeah, they're working on the roof. If it's too noisy, I can go inside. Shearbear says, love to you, Hector. Bloodshed says, Lee, good morning, my friend. Sonal, I always thought when I first met Shearbear, the orange Shearbear was the purple Shearbear's twins. Liz says, nope. Just upset. Okay, Lizzie. Giving you a big hug, Lizzie, okay? Brad Pitt smiles. Hey, Brad. How's it going, Brad Pitt? Let's go boating. Let's go. I'd love to. Sonal says, hey, Bloodshed. Mikey says, so true, Hector. Richard Green says, hi, Brad. Bloodshed says, hey, Sonal, good morning. Lilith is here. Hi, Lilith. Lilith said hi. Welcome, Lilith. Richard Green, I don't cry it. It just pours out of me unconditionally. Yeah, you just gotta let it out, Richard. I agree. Richard says hi, Lilith. Summer says LOL, Share Bear. Mikey, why would they use a jackhammer on a roof? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Hector said hi. Hello, Hector. Shiver says Brad Pitt, good morning. Mikey says big hugs for Lizzie. Thank you. Someone says hello, Lilith. Hector, nah, it's okay, Miss Daisy. To be honest, I love this doc view. Oh, thank you, Hector. Good. Good. Sharebear has LOL Sono. Richard says hi, Hector. Mikey says hi, Lilith. Lizzie says hi. Oh, thanks, Mikey. Summer, hello, Bloodshed. Mikey says you're welcome, Lizzie. I'll be right back. Sono, now I know it's the same Sharebear. That's right. Two Sharebears, purple and orange. And both is very special. Summer says hi, Mikey. Hector says, Richard, I don't understand. Richard's sending us some love. Thank you, Richard. Sharebear sending love to Lizzie. Yeah, lots of love to Lizzie, everybody. Sono sending love too. Thank you, Sono. Thank you, everybody. Love is all we need. Love is all we need. Love is all we need. Lizzie says, thank you, Sharebear. Sono says, lots of love. Sharebear, one Sharebear, two accounts. That's right. One Sharebear, two accounts. Summer sending love to Lizzie. Thank you, guys. Yeah, send it all to Lizzie. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Hector says Sharebear because life is just not confusing enough, right? I know it. Life is confusing. No, we know Sharebear. Sharebear's purple and orange. We love our both colors. The world can only handle one Sharebear. Love is in the air. Sharebear, LOL, Hector. Richard, if we don't got love to give, what do we have? Because the government wants all our money, whether it be for bills, food, or clothes. That's right. Lizzie says, thanks, everyone. I go next Wednesday to the doctor. Maybe they'll figure it out. I hope they do, Lizzie. I hope they do. Country. Good morning, Florida. Hey, Country. How's it going? Did anyone ever tell you you have a rodeo voice? I don't know what that means. Sonal says hello, country. So does Richard say hi, country. Summer says hey, country. Did anyone ever tell you you have a something voice? The Woodshed Dan. Hey, Dan. How's it going? Drop it and say good morning. Thank you, Dan. Woodshed by Dan. Welcome. Sonal says the world can't handle the fart machine. Oops, too early. Hector. All right, here comes my stop. Thanks, Miss Stacy. I'll see you around everyone. Thank you, Hector. Have a good day at work, Hector. Thank you so much. Shiver says radio voice. Oh, radio voice? I've heard that. I don't know why people say that, but Summer says, hi, Woodshed. Hector says, I hope he means radio. There you go, Hector. You got it. Richard, I have a question. Miss Daisy May. What are we baking on Friday? Oh, did you see the poll? Did you guys go to the poll tab and see the poll? I can't tell you till Friday. Summer says, bye, Hector. Enjoy your day. Country, you have voice of that radio voice. Thank you. Thank you, Country. How you doing, Country, today? How you doing today? Sonal says, take care, Hector. Richard Green says, take care, Hector. Dan says, hi, Summer. Shiver says, I think Oreo something. Ooh, is that what's winning? No, not yet. I will go check. Okay, yeah, go check. Summer says, be right back. Diamond painting with Lizzie. I see it and voted, but I'll be at work. Okay. What did you vote for, Lizzie? What did you vote for? You voted for the Oreo? All right. Someone says, Sherber, I have a weakness for Oreos. Yeah, whichever one we don't do, we'll do the other one next week. Lee says, hi, Dan. Someone says, the McDonald's cookies. Head over to the post tab to vote, guys. Gotta go vote. Dan, going to get back to working on editing. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Dan. Everybody say hi to the woodshed by Dan. Say hello and goodbye. Thank you, Dan, so much. Addison, how's everyone doing so far? Addison, welcome back. I'm doing great. Addison, how are you doing? What's new, Addison? Sonal says, hey, Dan. Sherber says, LOL, Sonal. Uncle Hairball, hey, Uncle, how's it going? Uncle says, morning, y'all. Good morning, Uncle Hairball. Thank you for being here. Sonal says, oops, spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Crumb cake on Friday, I'm in denial. Take care, Dan, says Sonal. Lee, Oreo, LOL. Anyone see my short? Ohio State people named the cows Oreos. No. No. Richard, what is the one that isn't Oreo? It's a coffee cake. It's a coffee cake. Summer says, Uncle Hairball. Uncle Hairball, how are you today? How's everything going? Addison says, hey, Summer. Mikey says, I'm back. Hi, Mikey. Mikey says, thanks, Dan. Summer says, welcome back, Mikey. Sonal, you voted? Awesome. Lee says, hey, Uncle. Hold on, guys. All right, sorry about that. Oh, no. Addison, how are you this morning? Says Summer. Mikey says, thank you, Summer. Addison says, I'm pretty good, just laying down. Okay, Addison, good. Thank you for being here. Richard says, good morning, Uncle Hairball. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Summer. Summer says, you're welcome, Mikey. Sonal says, sorry, Share Bear. Uncle Hairball says, good morning, or hi, Richard Green. Lee, it's funny, so the cow has a band in the middle. They are Galloway cows. Oh, okay. Okay. Summer, good to hear. Addison, are you going live today? Sonal says, hey, Uncle Hairball. Mikey says, thanks. Rubberneck says, hi, Uncle. Mikey says, hi. Hi, Mikey. Richard Green, that's what I voted for and never knew it was coffee cake. Now I'm glad I voted for that, too, because I'm a coffee addict. Yeah, I love that. That's a good coffee cake. Uncle Hairball says, Shermer. Oh, Sherber. Hi, Sherber. Hi, Sonal. Addison says, most likely I'm going live, yes. Mikey says, I lowered my volume. Is that too loud, you guys? Uncle Hairball says, hi, Rubberneck. Lee, Magnetic North. I don't like talking over it. Someone says, how's Daisy? She's good. She had a bath yesterday. Wait till you see her. Like he said, Richard, I drink coffee all day. And howdy, Uncle Hairball. Summer sending love to everybody. Thank you, Summer. Hold on, guys. All right. Oh, come on. Every time I put the microphone on, they start up again. Ugh, hold on. All right, it's not stopping, guys, so I'm going to go get the other microphone, all right? I'll be right back. All right. Is this any better, you guys? Oh, that is so annoying. This is going to be annoying 3 months, I'll tell you that. I was told by my doctor that I have to go to the hospital for a lung x-ray. You do? Okay, then you go do that. That's important. Richard, that is very important. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Addison. Sonal sending love. Thank you, Sonal. Addison, hey, Uncle Hairball. It's better now. Okay, good. Sonal's using emojis. Summer's using emojis. Addison, I can hear, but I'm not sure how loud my volume is. Okay. Does it make any difference? He has to do his job. I know. He has to do his job. What coffee? What coffee cake is it? Want me to show it to you? I can show it to you. Thank you for using all the emojis, everybody. And Summer sending all that love. Thank you, Sonal. Thank you, Summer. Uncle Hairball, tough choice. Took me a minute, but went with the Oreo pie. Okay. Hope everyone's well, says Lee. Thank you, Lee. Sonal's using love hearts. Summer's using love hearts. Thank you. Shibber says, why are you sorry, Sonal? Sonal says, love to Mikey. Mikey says, okay, Daisy. Sheer Bear, I have some McDonald's cookies right now, as a matter of fact, Sonal. Sonal says, Sheer Bear, now I know you're going to get me some McDonald's cookies. Mikey says, Sonal, love you too. And here's some love for you. Summer, rubber ducky, you're the one. You're the make bathroom so much fun. Shibber says, aha, joke's on you. I already have some. Sonal says, Shibber, LOL. Summer says, thank you, Lee. Mikey says, I've got a green rubber ducky. Sunny Chronicles, hey, Sunny. Sunny Chronicles, good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Sunny. How are you? Sherbert says, hi, Sonal, LOL. Summer, I hope you're well, Lee. Sherbert says, hi, Sunny. Sonal says, Sherbert, the clown is chasing me. No, oh, that's a little scary, isn't it, clowns? Sherbert says, Richard, I'm sending you prayers. Yes, Richard. Rock Solid Passion, hello, Daisy's mom. Hi, Rock Solid, how's it going? Thank you so much for stopping by, Rock Solid Passion. Sonal says, hey, Sunny. Summer says, hi, Sunny. Rock Solid says, hello, everyone. Mikey says, good morning to Sunny. Rock Solid Passions, like number 45. Thank you. Thank you guys for the love. Someone's giving us some love. Someone says, Richard, here you go. Prayers for you. Uncle Purple says, dang, like you're sitting next to me talking right into my ear. You're a funny uncle. Mark, hey, Mark, how's it going? Let's go, Miss Daisy. Hello, Mark. Let's pin that up, Mark. I like that so much. Welcome, Mark. How's it going? Happy Wednesday, folks. Sono says, hey, rock solid. Summer says, hi, rock solid. Richard, I've got 30 eggs, 2 loaves of bread. Let's see how many fried egg buddies I can demolish while that guy demolishes that roof. Sono says, hey, Mark. Richard, hey, rock solid. Summer, rubber ducky, you're the one. Make bath time so much fun. That is so cute, Summer. Rock Solid Passion says, hi. Hi, Rock Solid Passion. Rubberneck says, LOL Mint. Summer says, hey, Jason. Richard, hi, Mark. Rock Solid says, hey, guys. Hey, Rock Solid. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Rock Solid Passion. Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Rock Solid, hey, lost my blue. Yeah. No offense. Nothing happened. I took away almost all of them. I'm only going to have a handful of moderators. Yeah. Sorry about that, Rock Solid. But if you want your link dropped, my moderators will drop a link for your channel. Lee says, hi, Rock Solid. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Mark. Shibber, hi, Rock Solid. Summer, hi, Rock Solid. Rock Solid Passion says, Lee, good morning. Also, hi, Shibber, hi, Summer. Summer says, ain't easy being green. Richard says, hi, Sunny Chronicles. Sunny says, hi, Share Bear. Sunny, how's it going? You're up early. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in this morning. I appreciate y'all. Lee says, hi, Sunny. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Sunny Chronicles. Sunny says, hi, Sono Richard. Mikey, Richard Green. How hungry are you? Sono says, Summer wants to trade colors. Sunny, hi, Uncle Hairball. Shearber says, rock solid. If you need a link, just let us know. The wrenches were redone. Yeah. Because out of almost 4,000 subscribers, almost 1,000 people had moderator privileges. And we don't get 1,000 people every single live stream or even close to one live stream. That we need 1,000 moderators. Most of them were just people passing through. And I need a moderator who's going to do a moderator's job. Because yesterday, these moderators in this chat, they worked their butt off. We had a very, very bad troll yesterday, guys, in the afternoon live stream. We're going to play Scrabble. And we had a very bad troll. And those moderators, they did exactly what they were supposed to do. And I thank them all. I thank Zed. I thank Shibear. I thank Sonal. I thank Uncle Hairball. And anybody, Rubberneck, anybody else who was involved in getting rid of the troll yesterday. Thank you, and thank you. So it's nothing against anybody. It's just I need the moderators who come usually, and I need them to do the moderator job. That's all it is. I have a new series premiere today. Would like to have you, if you can make it tasty. Of course. Let's pin that up. Yes, of course. Rock Solid Passion. I do believe I have your bell on. Let me double check, okay? Summer says solo yes, because it ain't easy being green. Fletcher's hairball, uncle. Good morning, uncle brother. Excuse me. Good morning, brother. Rock Solid. I see. Thank you, Share Bear. Richard says, Mikey, I'm hungry. Mark says, sending all the love to your amazing chat, Miss Daisy. Thank you, Mark, so much. Happy Wednesday. Summer says, my future home state. You want to live in Florida? I only want to live in Florida in the winter. Summertime, I'd rather go somewhere else. Someone says, Rock Salad. I have the notification on. Thank you, Sono. Lee dropped the link. There you go. Thank you, Lee. Thank you. Mikey says, hello, Jason. Uncle Hairball says, Bloodshed. Hey, man. Raj is here, like 46. Hi, Raj. How's it going? Thank you, Raj. Lisa's Rock Salad premiere at 3 p.m. today. There you go. Thank you. Rock Salad, it's all good. Thank you for letting me know about the mods. Oh, thank you, Rock Salad. Believe me, I was just absolutely shocked at what happened yesterday. But that Zed is a champion. He is a champion. Summer says fart. Raj says, good morning. How are you? I'm good. Davey, iced ink, need a shower soon. Hi, Davey. Welcome. Raj says like and support. Thank you, Raj. Richard Green, hi Raj, how are you today? Lee says hi Raj. Raj says subscribe. North Texas bird feeder Andrew's here. Hi Andrew. Andrew says morning everyone, about to get to work. Hope everyone has a great day. Thank you so much, Andrew. Everybody, North Texas bird feeder Andrew, thank you. Raj's comment, thank you, Raj. Sonal says I'll be right back. Richard says hi North Texas, Andrew. Lee says hi North Texas. Bear says hi North Texas. Mikey, you're welcome, Queen Daisy. Thank you, Mikey. I'm no queen, but thank you, Mikey, so much. Raj, how are you? All good morning. Welcome to. Hi, Raj. Welcome. Good morning to you as well. Summer says, please give a like, subscribe. Thank you, Summer. Raj, hi, Sono. How are you? Hairball says, hey, Andrew. Roxella says, what is the green? I never seen those before. Green are members. The green is a membership. Yeah. Summer says, hi, North Texas. Andrew. Shipper says, the green is members. Yes. Mikey, their shirt. Yep. Uncle says, hey, Roxella. Green is members. Oh, no. Sorry to hear about the troll. Oh, thank you. It ain't easy being green, says Summer. Shipper, yeah, that troll made you guys did. You guys worked so hard. Roxella says, thank you, Uncle Hairball. Lee says, I'm sorry I wasn't in for the afternoon. That's okay, Lee. You missed the show. Let me tell you, Lee, I've never seen anything like it. It was a bot of some sort. Mm-hmm. Roxella says, thank you, Lee. Raymond, hi, Raymond. Raymond's here. Everybody say hi to Raymond. Raymond says, hi, Mikey. Enjoyed you having you and Norma's chat yesterday. I know, I missed it. Shipper says, I was on a mission. Jed did great. Swag, Might, YOLO. Hello, Swag, Might. Hello. Welcome. Lee Magnetic North says, hi, Raymond. Hello, Swag. You only need to say hello one time, okay? Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Uncle Hairball. Diamond Painting with Lizzie says, hello, Swag. Uncle Hairball says, she'll get to it. I'll get to it. That's right. No politics. No politics in the chat, please. Take your politics somewhere else. Richard, no politics, race, or religion quotes in chats. Guys, it's not the place for it. Find a channel that does. Thank you, Richard Green. Salad says, hey, Summer, Swag, stop spamming. Stop spamming. Swag, that's enough of that. Mikey says, hi, Raymond. I enjoyed being in Norma's chat too. Oh, Norma and Raymond are both wonderful. I love stopping by their chats when I see them. They're great. Mikey says, hi, Raymond. Enjoyed. Yep. Lee says, Lisa was sorted out. Yeah, where's Zed? He's probably sleeping. I hope he's sleeping. Richard says, hi, Raymond. Raymond says, hi, Richard. All right. Great, guys. We have troll swatters. Yes. Yes, you do. Is that jackhammer? Can you still hear that jackhammer? Let me know if you can hear the jackhammer still. It just seems super loud to me. No? Okay. What was the troll doing? Hi, Davy. I'm sorry to hear Richard. Mikey says, yes, Raymond and Norma Raymond are wonderful to talk to. They are. They're wonderful people. I love them. Zed's got a sore knee. He bumped it. Oh, okay. Okay. Poor Zed. He's always banged up, right? You can't hear the jackhammer? Okay, good. The sound is good. Thank you, guys. Richard says, hi, Davy. Summer says, I'm sorry to hear that, Richard. Davy says, hi, Richard, back. Lee, hi, Davy. Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, so make sure you go over to the post tab and vote for what we are going to bake on Friday. What would you like to bake on Friday? We have two separate things. Let me show you what they are. Oh, it's super loud. Okay, here they are. You got to go to the post tab and vote which one you want to make on Friday. There's an Oreo a cookie pie, and there's a coffee cake cinnamon. So head over to the post tab and vote. This is for Friday, okay? Don't forget. Davey says hi, Richard. Lee says hi, Davey. Davey, how can I become a mod? Can I get paid? No, you don't get paid. And no, you're not going to be a mod. I'm doing no more mods. No, you can be a viewer. Thank you for being a viewer. Norma Raymond says, we love listening to Daisy Maple. Oh, thank you, Norma. You're so sweet. Mikey says, Richard, Zed's got a sore knee. Davey says, hi, Lee. Hairball. Davey, nope, doesn't work that way. Richard, yeah, Mikey, he said he bumped it yesterday. Summer says, hi, Davey. Lee says, Davey, no more mods getting given. We do for free for the love of the channel. Yes, my mods are because they're my friends and family, people I love and care about. People I know will have my back through everything because there's so many people out there that just want to stab you in it. Davey says, hi, Summer. Richard, did you vote yourself, Miss Daisy? No, I did not. And I'm a member, and it won't let me vote. It doesn't make sense. It made me become a member so I could comment on a silent chat, but yet it won't let me do the members, like the polls and stuff. Mikey, super thanks, bro. Richard. Davey says, okay, how does it work? How does what work, Dave? Sono's back. Welcome back, Sono. Uncle Harold says, I'll be right back. You got it. Summer says, welcome back, Sono. Bill your Bago. Hi, buddy. Bill your Bago. Miss Daisy pays me to not be a mod. Richard, pour me a cup too, Uncle. Rubberneck, Norma, you are a sweet, nice person. Norma is a beautiful person, isn't she? I love her. And Raymond, too. They are wonderful people. Richard says, hi, Bill your Bago. Summer says, Dave. Mikey, be right back, Check. Gotta fix my coffee. You get your coffee, Mikey. Good. Lee says, hi, Bill your Bago. Sonal, Davey, believe me, you don't want a responsibility. It's a big responsibility, guys. It's not just for making new friends. It's a job. You're doing a job for the channel. Uncle Hairball says, you got it, Richard Green. Mikey says, welcome back, Sonal. Hey, Gitten. Quick peek, just a little hi, having a little coffee break. Hi, Gitten. Thank you. Thank you, Gitten. You're so sweet. Norma says, thank you, Rubberneck. Mikey says, okay, Uncle Hairball. Sonal says, thank you, Mikey. Sharebear says, hey, Gitten. Hi. Lee says, hi, Gitten. Richard, vote under Dad of Daisy. I'll tell him to go vote. I will. I'll do that. Although he's not a member, but that's not a member post. That's everybody post. Got 30 votes. The Oreo is in the lead, though. Sonal says, hey, Gitten. Dave says, hi, Sonal. Summer, Bill your Bago, hello. Richard Green says, hi, Sonal. Or, hi, Gitten. Sorry. Good morning, Gitten. Davey says, haha, thanks, Summer. Lee, please don't ask for mod when I already said he can't issue more. Thank you, Lee. Sharebear says, hi, Bill your Bago. Gitten says, hi, Sharebear and Sonal. Mikey says, you're welcome, Sonal. Summer, you're welcome, Davey. We still love you. Sonal says, hey, Bill your Bago. Rubberneck Mikey, I think I've seen you at Norman's and probably saw you at Raymond. I pop in to say hi everyone now and again. Rubberneck's very supportive. Thank you so much. Bill your bagel says good morning, my friend. Davey Lee doesn't. Summer says hi, getting. Davey said, but thanks, Summer. Love you too. Rubberneck, it's a job and responsibility to mod. Exactly right. Thank you. Someone says, hey, no sad sacks in here. No sadness. Not today. Kelly Heard, that's here. Hi, Kelly. Kelly says, good morning, y'all. Good morning, Kelly Heard. How are you today? Thank you so much for stopping by. Lisa's morning, Kelly Heard. Summer says, hi, Kelly. Solo, Kelly Heard. Kelly Heard that I'm behaving or misbehaving. Rubberneck, but we do it because we watch Alfred Daisy in the chat. We love Daisy. Oh, thank you, Rubberneck. I love you guys too. Kelly says, hello, Lee, and hi, Summer. Davey says, morning, Lee. Summer, that's right, Rubber Ducky. Richard says, good morning, Kelly Heard. Davey, I love Daisy too. Well, thank you. Thank you. Kelly says, LOL, Sonal. Rubberneck says, good catch, Lee. Thank you, guys. Sherbert says, hi, Kelly heard that. Sonal says, Kelly heard me say that. Kelly heard that's hi, Daisy. I'm good. How are you? Oh, I'm good. I'm really good, Kelly. Thank you. Mike says, coffee's fixed and I'm back. Welcome back. Kelly says, hi, Sherbert. Sonal says, Kelly heard. I'm not nice. I'm nice, not naughty. You are very nice, Sonal. You are very nice. Lisa, sorry we won't have comments like that. We're hidden from the channel. Thank you. Thank you, Lee. Kelly says, hi, Richard. Richard says, that was fast, Mikey. Mikey says, okay, Rubberneck. All right. And I'm caught up in the chat. I'm caught up in the chat. I'm caught up in the chat. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm caught up in the chat. I'm losing my mind. Davey, would you rather give up coffee forever or tea? I'd give up coffee because I don't even drink coffee. I'm a tea girl. Summer says, welcome back, Mikey. Kelly, I'll keep my eyes on you, Sonal. Richard says tea. Mikey says, why, Daisy? Summer says, coffee, Davey. Sherbert, yes, someone needs to keep an eye on Sonal. It's all about freedom. Lisa, I love the tea myself, yeah. Rubberneck, I think you asked me if I was Rubberneck 1087. It's not correct. That's why I said no. That wasn't me. Sorry, it was just a misunderstanding. Someone says, hey, Kelly Heard. Davey, I love coffee. I couldn't live without it. That's how I feel about tea. I love tea, and I couldn't live without it. Even when I go on vacation, I take all the stuff I need tea. Mm-hmm. If I go, even when I went over the pond, when I went to England, and I went to Scotland, and all those trips, I took my tea with me. I did. Uncle Harbaugh says, well, this sucks. Guess I'm going to town. Oh, you're going to town again, Uncle? Richard says, I'm a caffeine fan. Share Bear, what's wrong, Uncle Hairball? Richard Green, what sucks, Uncle Hairball? Mikey says, thanks, Summer Ocean Waves. Richard says, did the cup leak again? Kelly, Uncle, you're running the roads again today? Davey, I accidentally didn't have coffee the other day and got a massive headache. Felt real dumb, like more than usual. Well, coffee has caffeine in it, and caffeine is a DRUG. So you do get headaches and like withdrawal symptoms when you don't have it. Someone says, everything okay, Uncle Hairball? James is here. Hi, James. James says, good morning, Miss Daisy. Hello, James. Welcome. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. How is James today? Mikey says, okay, thanks, Rubberneck. Uncle Hairball says, coffee maker crapped out. And I don't feel like digging out my percolator. Oh, no, Uncle. Jeez Louise. Bloodshed, have a good day, Daisy. Thank you, Bloodshed. You too. See you soon on your live stream. Everybody, check out my friend Bloodshed. Wonderful, wonderful channel, wonderful person. Very supportive, very kind. Thank you, Bloodshed, so much. You have a good day too. Summer Ocean Waves. I heard coffee makes your mom bags sag. I don't know. Doesn't that just happen automatically as you get older? Gravity pulling it down. I don't know. Lee says, "Hi, James." Richard says, "Hey, James." James says, "How's Minnesota?" How is Minnesota? I don't know. This is Florida. James, where are you at? Rubberneck. Mikey just wanted to clear that up. Lee says, "Take care, bloodshed." Lux is here. Hi, Lux. Lux said hi. Hello, Lux. Welcome. Mikey, dang, Davy 88. Richard, later, bloodshed. Summer says, "Good morning, James." Davy, Summer, I love you. James says, "I'm tired about blessed." Good, James. And James says, "Hi, Summer." Shaber says, "Good morning" to James. Richard Green says, "Hi, Lux." Luxury. Summer says, "Daisy, I love you back." I'm sorry, Davy, excuse me. Summer Ocean Wave says, "Davy, I love you back." Excuse me for that. Someone says, "Rubberneck, how are you?" James says, "Hi, Share Bear." Lux says, "Hi, Richard." Davy sending love hearts. Sonal sending love hearts. Thank you, guys. Uncle Hairball. Could go to my pop's house, but I'm going to have to go get one anyway. Might as well just go get it. Good thinking. That's good thinking. I sound Minnesotan? That's because I'm from New York. I'm from New York. Yeah, I'm from Western New York, actually, but I live in Florida. You sound Minnesotan. What do they sound like? Sonal sending love hearts. Thank you. And Sonal's using emoji. Thank you, Sonal. Kelly's using emojis too. Thank you, Kelly. Lee says, "Hi, Lux." Mikey says, "Later, bloodshed. Take care. Have an amazing day." James says, "But I'm from Colorado." Well, welcome, James from Colorado. Welcome. Lux says, "You're good." Rubberneck, I'm good. Happy. We um we got some supplies at work. I've been waiting for her to finish my parts. We are making so busy again now. Yay. Okay, so you're busy at work. Good. Be careful. Sonal says, "Cleaning the chat from dirty talk from trolls." There you go. Thank you, Sonal. Bradley. Bradley's here, everybody. Hi, Bradley. Bradley says, "Good morning, everybody." Hi, Bradley. How's it going? Bradley just always, he just brightens up a room. Hey, Bradley. Lee says, "I have to go now. Have a wonderful day, everyone." Thank you, Lee, Magnetic North Adventures. Everybody, Lee Magnetic North has a premiere today at 2 p.m. East Coast time, Eastern time in the United States. He has a premiere. Adjust your time accordingly. Also, he's working on WH. He is like 100, we'll just say 100, nice round number, 100 hours away from 3K. Please go help him. Please go watch a video. Please run a playlist for Lee Magnetic North Adventures. Stop in and say hello. Thank you, Lee. I will see you later this afternoon. Mikey, has anyone lost subscribers lately? I don't know. I don't check it very often. I check it when it gets like big round numbers, like big numbers. If I get I just don't check it very often. Someone says, "Rubberneck, good news." James says, "Nice." Davey, where's all the trolls? Hopefully they're bothering somebody else. Summer says, "Bloodshed blessings. Enjoy your day." Kelly, so are you doing Cinderella's chores with the sponges and soaps? James says, "They're off. They say off the lot. Off. They say off the lot." Sonal, yes, Sonal. Good news for sure. Rubberneck says. Lux says, "My name is or Ori. I'm gonna call you Lux, okay? I don't know how to say your name. Aurelius. Richard says, "You're flirting." I'm Britain. You're Brittanian. Yes, you are. Mikey says, "I'm originally from South Richmond Hill, New York." Nice. Someone says, "I'm a Marylander." Yes, you are a Marylander. Bradley Cooper's in the house, here to party. Hey, Bradley. Bradley's ready to party. Davey, do the mods have normal jobs as well as this? This is not a job. They have their regular lives. But when they come on here, if they can make it to the stream, they do come in to be a mod and to say hello. Yes. They have lives, jobs, families, kids, all kinds of things to tend to. and yet they still find time to come here and support myself and my channel and to protect the channel. My mods are very special people. They're very special people. Uncle Hairball going to leave this running, going to get coffee and a coffee maker before the headache sets in. See y'all later. You got it, Uncle Hairball. Good luck. We'll see you later. I know we'll see you later. Summer, that's awesome news, Rubber Ducky. Lee says, I'm just me. It doesn't matter where from. That's right, Lee. Just help them out, okay? Bradley says, hey, Bradley. Sonal says, hey, Bradley, Kelly. Oh, okay, Sonal, Chat Patrol. Davey says, are the mods real people or AI? No, the mods are real people. Sonal says, LOL, Kelly. Plywood, hi, Plywood. Plywood's its high magnetic north. Plywood's in the house, everybody. Say hello. Summer, Aurelius, welcome. Nice meeting you here. Mikey says, bye. Adios, Lee. Have a wonderful day, bro. Thank you so much, Lee, for being here. Lee says, thank you so much. I'll be in. You got it, my friend. I'll see ya. Everybody say bye to Lee. Rubberneck, busy but still listening and glancing at chat. Oh, thank you, Rubberneck. Thank you. Richard says they're real, Davey. Yeah, they're real. Lee says, hi, Plywood. Mikey says, okay. Richard says, good morning, Plywood. Solo says, hey, Plywood. James, I'm only 17 subs away from 200. Oh, James, how wonderful. You are blessed. Summer says, hi, Bradley. Plywood says, hi, Miss Daisy. Hello, Plywood. Mikey says, hi, Aura. Davey says, do mods get lunch breaks? We're only here for about 2 hours. I try to do 2-hour streams, 1 hour at least, but usually 2. Summer says, hi, Lee. Richard says, hi, just for kicks. Mikey, Richard, you're British cool? Just for kicks. Hey, how's it going? Just for kicks. Mikey says, okay. John P. Hey, John P. John P. Everybody say hi to John P. Nice to see you, John. Thank you so much for being here. Says, good morning, Daisy sis. Hey, John. Sherber says, hi, just for kicks. Sherber says, hi, John. Richard says, yes, I am. Mikey, I'm British. Sherber says, hi, Plywood. Davey, how long do the mods have to stay for? They don't have to stay at all. They just come and go whenever they can come and go. If they can't make it to a stream, they can't. It's okay. Sonal, what do you call the suspicious banana? The banana who always peels out. Mikey says, hi, Plywood. Just for kicks says, hi, Sheer Bear. Lee, are you still here? Can you unhide just for kicks? I think he's just making jokes. Yeah, he said, hi, Sheer Bear. He just makes jokes. Plywood says, hi, Sheer Bear. Davey says, will they lose their job if they're late or leave early? No, it's not a job like that. They just help out when they're here. Oh, thank you, Rubberneck. Share Bear. No, I'm not on 24/7. No. Congratulations, James. James says, thanks, Mikey. Kelly, bye, Lee. Rubberneck, stop. Dave, no more mod questions. Yeah, please. Richard, take care, Lee. Summer says, hi, Plywood. Sonal says, take care, Lee. James, thanks, Daisy. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, James. You have a beautiful day, too. Can you guys hear that noise? Oh, my goodness, I'm so far. I think they're saying that because you didn't read my joke before. People said, hi, just for kicks. Thank you, Lee. No, it's okay. Just for kicks, it's just making jokes. Yeah. It's okay to ask questions if it's not personal. Hi, Troll Slayer. I found out yesterday that's not Troll Slayer, right? 0791. I had I had 0791 confused with Troll Slayer, right? Troll Slayer needs to put Troll Slayer as his handle so I know what I'm doing. All right, let me see. Oh, that is Troll Slayer. Okay, well, the other guy was the same. Troll Slayer 0791. Okay. I'm almost positive we had somebody with almost the same handle yesterday. Hi, Troll Slayer. Welcome. Lee says, hi, Troll Slayer. Summer. Oh, it's okay. Plywood says, hi, Sonal Shiver. I got it. Davey says, I know, right? Just for kicks. Got you there. Hello, Just for Kicks. Thank you. Welcome back, Just for Kicks. Sonal says, Lee, it's okay. Kelly says, mods take up for their friend Daisy, just like anyone would, not for pay. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Lee says, sorry, Just for Kicks. Welcome back. I'm sorry. That's okay, Lee. It's me, Troll Slayer. Thank you, Troll. We had somebody yesterday with almost the same thing. They were from Scotland, I think. And I thought it was you, and it wasn't you. Hey, Troll, thank you for being here. Mikey says, Sonal hilarious. Sonal, Lee, I accidentally hit someone when I had my phone in my hand. I got yelling from the creator. Oh, I'm not going to yell. No, it was an accident. Lee doesn't know. It's all good. Troll Slayer says, hey, Sonal. Shearbear says, Davey, no. Sonal, Troll Slayer, hey. Mikey says, hello. Oh, you're welcome, James. Sonal says, Davey, we're normal people. Just for kicks. So much love, blush face. Hey, just for kicks. Just for kicks. Sonal says, just for kicks. What do you call a suspicious banana? What do you call a suspicious banana? Troll, your channel is the only one that changed my handle, Daisy. Yeah. Well, I was in Yogi's channel, and Yogi's is the same way. I was in Stardashians, and Stardashians, it's the same way too. So some channels are doing it this way, and some are doing it the other way. And honestly, we didn't do anything. Whatever happened, YT did it, and I guess we're all waiting to see if it changes back. Sorry, Troll. I didn't do it. Jessica's tell me. Jess, I connected with you, says Lee. Sonal, just for kicks, the fruit that always peels out. Davey, define normal. It's not normal for me to be a YouTube mod. I don't know any YouTube mods. That's okay. So don't forget to go over to the post tab and vote for what we're going to make on Friday. Are we going to make an Oreo pie, or are we going to make a coffee cake? All right. Shivers says, Davey, well, now you do. This summer, are you still here? Zombie Queen. Hi, Zombie Queen. Hey, girl. Zombie Queen. Much love and positivity to all. Great to see everyone again. Thank you, Zombie Queen, so much. Thank you for stopping by. Sharebear says, hi, Zombie Queen. Sonal says, hi, Zombie Queen, too. Davey says, that's true. Sharebear. Kelly's using emojis. Thank you, Kelly. Plywood. I put a stop on YouTube using my name months ago. Lee says, have a good day, everyone. Thank you, Lee. Magnetic North Adventures. You as well. Lee has a premiere today, guys, 2 p.m. East Coast time. Adjust your time accordingly. Summer says, yeah. Yes, I'm here, Davey. I think they want you to chat the subject. Change the subject. Yeah. Zombie Queen. So much love, Share Bear. Troll Slayer said hi. Hi, Troll. Mr. Stepper. Hi, Mr. Stepper. Hello. Mr. Stepper, welcome. Share Bear says love to Zombie Queen. Summer says hi, Zombie Queen. David said I bought some new shoes. Good, Davey. Richard, hi, Zombie Queen. Troll Slayer, double tap your phone screen. It gives the like. Thank you. Please throw a like up there, guys. Zombie, needing a little love today, so I'm thankful for everyone. Sending you a lot of love, Zombie Queen. Everybody send some love to Zombie Queen, okay? Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Richard said, hi, Mr. Stepper. Sonal's using emojis. And Sharebear sending love hearts to Zombie Queen. Thank you, Sharebear. Someone's using emojis. Zombie Queen, much love, Richard. Mr. Steppers. Mr. Stepper, I'm from New Jersey. Oh, welcome from New Jersey. You from New Jersey? Welcome, Mr. Stepper. Someone's using emojis. Mr. Stepper says, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Mr. Stepper. Someone says, hey, Mr. Stepper. Lisa's rock solid passion premiere in 30 minutes from now. Oh, thank you. I saw the notice just came over. Davy, here come the spammers. Summer, Zombie Queen, you are loved. Yes. Lee says, hi, Mr. Stepper. Mikey says, hi, Zombie Queen. Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Lee says, hi, Zombie Queen. Sonal's using more emojis. Summer says, hi, Mr. Stepper. Zombie Queen says, thank you so much. Y'all too amazing. They are amazing, Zombie Queen, aren't they? There's some beautiful, lovely, amazing people in this chat, and I just love them all. Richard Green's using emojis. Thank you, Richard. Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Mr. Stepper, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Stepper, for honoring us with your presence today. Zombie says, much love, Mikey. Mikey says, welcome, Mr. Stepper from New Jersey. Richard Green's using emoji. Sonal's laughing out loud. Davey says, did you not see those swear word comments? I did not. I did not see them. That's the mod's job, is to get rid of those. See, that's where the mods are working, and you don't even realize that they're working. Lee and Sonal are using emojis. Shearber says, prayers for Zombie Queen. Much love, Lisa, Zombie Queen. Davey, is that a river or man-made canal? It's a canal. It goes out to the ocean. Just for kicks. I've never been to New Jersey, but I have bought one. I have bought one. Does that count? You bought a jersey, right? Zombie Queen says, too amazing. They are. A Zombie Queen, really. Everybody here is amazing. Lisa smiles a lot. Lisa. Everybody say hi to Lisa smiles a lot. She says, hey there, sweet lady. Oh, you're the sweet one. Hello, Lisa. Come here and give me a big hug, Lisa. Give me a big hug. Mikey says, Zombie Queen, love back to you, dear friend. Thank you, Mikey. Sherbert says, hi, Lisa. Summer's using emojis. Lisa says, hi, Lisa. Sonal's using emojis too. Zombie Queen, I tried to return the love given to everyone. Sorry if I missed anyone. Thank you, Zombie Queen. Yep, I take that love and I try to give it all right back to everybody who's here. Lisa says, hi, Lee. Someone's using emojis. Do you have nice neighbors? Hmm, I have some nice neighbors. I have some nice neighbors, yep. Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Lee, that's a good joke. Summer says, Lisa, hi, Lisa. Sonal, the emoji Alcatraz. Davey says, city or country? This is a city. This is a city. Sonal's using emojis. Zombie Queen says, much love to Lisa. Sonal says, hey, Lisa. Mikey, no worries, Zombie Queen. Michael, hey, Michael. Well, a beautiful good morning, Daisy and family. Family chat. Hope everyone is doing well this morning. He's got coffee, sunshine, and love. Thank you, Michael. Michael, you are always so pleasant and kind, warm. Thank you so much, Michael, for being here. Summer says, it's okay, Zombie Queen. Lisa says, hey, Sonal. Sonal says, hey, Michael. Zombie says, thank you, Summer. So much love. Sonal's using emojis. Mikey says, howdy, Michael. Mikey and Michael. Welcome. Sonal says, you're welcome. Richard said, I don't know what. Richard, what is that? Sonal's just emojis. Summer says, LOL, Richard. Kenny, is that a beach or a lake? That's a canal. That's a canal, Kenny. How are you, Kenny? Richard Green says, hi, Lisa. Michael says, thank you very much, Daisy. And hello, Sonal. Mikey says, hi, Kenny. Richard says, it's backwards. Oh, it's backwards. Zombie Queen says, LOL, Richard. Michael says, good morning, Mikey. Davy, what do you call a fish with no eyes? A fish. Fish have eyes. Oh, FSH. Gotcha, Davy. I missed that one. Sorry. Lisa said he wrote it backwards. That's a talent. Writing and reading backwards is a talent. Richard says, "Hi, Kenny. Zombies." Summer says, "Zombie Queen. Hope things improve for you." Mikey says, "Good morning. How you doing, Michael?" Mikey says, "A no-eye fish." It's a no-eye fish. That's right. Zombie, me too, Summer. Honestly, I don't know how much more I can take. Oh, Zombie Queen, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. Much love and prayers to you, Zombie Queen. Very sorry to hear that. Just for kicks, I've named your canal. It's now Cantaloupe Cruise. All right, just for kicks. Sonal, it says this channel is amazing. And this is confusing, I think. Well, thank you, Richard, and thank you, Sonal. Thank you for translating, right? Sonal, you are now a translator. Put that on your resume, Sonal. I am now a translator. Shipper, Zombie Queen, hang in there, sweetie. Richard says, FYI, it said this channel is amazing. Is this confusing? Thank you, Richard. Lisa, this channel is amazing. Is this confusing? Thank you, Lisa. Mikey, what do you mean, Zombie Queen? Sending you hugs. Thank you, Mikey. Zombie Queen's having a little rough time with life right now. We need to give her a lot of love. She says, our eyes are leaking again. Gotta go. Thank you so much. Oh, we love you, Zombie Queen. Big, big hugs and love. We're praying for you, Zombie Queen. Richard said, LOL, Sona, you typed at the same time. Davey, what do you call cow with no legs? Ground beef. Yes, ground beef. Mm-hmm. Sona auto-corrected. Read that backwards. Summer, Zombie Queen, I'm sorry, dear. It will get better. When you are down, there's only one way to go from there, preparing for your upswing, right? Things will get better. They will. Sona says, LOL, Richard. Summer says, hi, Zombie Queen. Love to you. Sona says, Daisy May, LOL. Sherbert says, Davey, LOL. Mikey, you're welcome, Zombie Queen. Michael says, morning, Chair Bear. Lisa smiles a lot. Zombie Queen sending you hugs. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. I'm sending hugs and love to everybody here. Everybody here is amazing. And if you don't believe everybody here is amazing, then you should have been in our chat yesterday afternoon because man, oh man, did we have a whack-a-troll. We had a whack-a-troll-a-thon, right? Just for kicks, my favorite translator is Caitlin. Oh, I get it. I get it. Summer, you're welcome, Zombie Queen. The best is yet to come. I promise. Hugs and loves. Aw, thank you, Summer. Mikey, come on. One more like for 60. One more like, you guys. Double tap your screen. Hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Summer's got all that love. Thank you, Summer. Jackie's here. Handcrafted by Jackie. Jackie says, good morning. Hey, Jackie. Jackie's here. How you doing today, Jackie? Thank you for stopping by. Sonal's using those emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Rubberneck, that was a crazy afternoon, wasn't it, yesterday? I'm still like in awe of what Zed was able to handle. Amazing. Davey, three guys walked in a bar. You think one of them would have seen it? Now that's a cute one, Davey. That is cute. That is super cute. You guys don't hear that? Jackhammer? Richard says, hi, Jackie. Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Summer says, hello, Jackie. Jackie says, coffee in my cup and editing videos. Oh, good job, Jackie. First of all, enjoy your coffee. And thank you so much for being here. And all you guys doing videos, I love you guys. I'm trying really hard. I'm trying to make videos. I'm just not good at it. I don't have the patience for it. Because you take say you take 5 minutes worth of footage and you whittle it down to even say 3 minutes. Oh my goodness. To get rid of 2 minutes, it takes forever. Lizzie, I'm still here just trying to understand stuff. Oh, thank you, Lizzie. What's going on? Anything you want to run by us so we can help you? Mikey says Daisy May. Oh, thank you. The chat. Love for the chat. Thank you, Mikey. I love that. Let's pin that up. Jackie says, I'm doing well. Thank you. I hope everyone's doing well and having a wonderful day. Thank you, Jackie. Thanks. Rubberneck, he was muscles, and while it works, that was on a pretty. He was. He really was. Jackie says, hi, Lizzie. Lisa says, showing 62 on my end. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, mine shows 61, but that's okay. Thank you for the love. Just for kicks, my jokes are going over like weebles today. Weebles. Summer says, LOL, Davy. Lisa, missing you the emojis. Oh, you miss me. Oh, we got to get some memberships out there. Jackie says, hey, Summer. Davy says, geez, I have done zero work today. Not sure how much longer I can get away with this. Sonal, just for kicks, have you thought of changing your handle to just for jokes? Because you have good jokes. Summer says, Lisa smiles a lot. Hello, good to see you. Summer says, LOL, Daisy. Jackie, it does take forever. Editing is one of my least favorite things to do. Mine too. As you see, I don't have a lot of videos on my channel. I have a lot of shorts and live streams and posts. Yeah, make sure you go to the post tab, guys, and play the games. Go to the post tab, play the games, and don't forget to go to the post tab and vote for what we are going to bake on Friday. All right? We're baking on Friday. Lizzie, just health issues. Oh, sorry, Lizzie. Big hugs for you, Lizzie. Summer says, hello, handcrafted. Mikey says, handcrafted by Jackie. Enjoy your coffee. Love for you. Jackie says, prayers for Lizzie. Someone says, prayers for Lizzie. Thank you, guys. Summer says, hey, Diamond. Richard says, I send my prayers that you will get better soon, Lizzie. Thank you, Richard. Michael, coffee and pumpkin pound cake. Enjoy, Michael. Michael's got coffee and pumpkin pound cake. Awesome. Davey says, I better go see. I'll buy Davey. Just for Kicks had 5 gift memberships. What? Just for Kicks? Nina. Maybe. Richard Green. Richard Green, you got one. Take care, Davey. Love K-pop. Oh, Richard Green's already. Sorry, Richard. Red Nose got and Starlight, Starbright, our friend Star. Thank you, Just for Kicks. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Sono, W, Just for Kicks. Yes. Thank you, Just for Kicks. Whoa. Summer says, Lizzie, I pray for your full recovery. Thank you, Summer. Jackie, congratulations to the new members. Yes, congratulations to the new members. Welcome to the new members, and thank you to Just for Kicks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Summer says, crumb cake, please. Sherber says, Davey, have a blessed day. Mikey says, Just for Kicks, thanks for donating memberships to Daisy Mate. Yes, thank you so much. Davey says, bye, Summer. Solo says, Summer, here you go. Birthday cake? Is that a birthday cake? Sherber says, good morning, Jackie. Sherber says, love for Just for Kicks. Michael says, prayers for Lizzie. Thank you, Michael. Summer says, Davey, bye. Love you. Jackie, Mikey, thank you. Rubberneck, oh, so nice. Just for Kicks. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I already had one, Richard. I know. It was right in the same. Sorry, Richard. Summer says, have a great day. Davey, love you too. Miss you already. Summer says, thank you Just for Kicks. Air fans. Well, hello, fans. Great view. Thank you. ER fans, welcome. Jackie says, hey, Share Bear. Lizzie says, thank you, everybody. Air fans of Varian said hi. Air fans, welcome. Richard says, hi, Air fan. Summer says, thank you, Sonal. Sonal says, hey, handcrafted. Jackie says, Sonal, hi. Mikey, congratulations, Nina. Maybe, love K-pop, Red Nose, and Starlight Star Bright. Yeah, congratulations, new members. Sonal says, you're welcome, Summer. Mikey says, you're welcome, handcrafted by Jackie. Summer says, num, 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 Sonal. Sonal says, Irfan, hi, and LOL, Summer. Can you guys hear all that noise? Daily Benedetti, can you shout out my cousin? I don't know what that name is, Daly, but I would shout out your cousin if you gave me a name I could read. I'm sorry, Dave, I can't hear it. Okay. I want to make sure you guys can't hear it because it's very, very noisy. Share Bear, don't hear anything but your. Oh, thank you, Share Bear. A little bit here and there noise, but it's way noisier here at my shop. Okay. Summer High. Well, shout out to your cousin, Daily. RAMITINMIAZ. No, Daisy, that's going to make you say yes. Thank you, Kelly. I figured that out. Using earplugs, that's right. Richard, that sound of your sweet and pleasant voice, I can hear it. Oh, thank you, Richard. You're so sweet. You guys are all so nice. Thank you so much. You know what? I haven't even really said the date and the time and all that, right? It is Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. We have 9:49 a.m. 9:49 a.m. Summer, hi, daily shout out to your cousin. Mike, Richard, love. Mikey says, I'll be right back. You got it. And also, I wanted to tell you guys, I don't know what we're doing the rest of the day. We may come back with some games this afternoon. We may not. I might go to the beach and do a live stream. I may not. Just play it by ear. If you see us go live and you want to stop and say hello, please do. Richard, I think someone should get rid of that comment from. I did, didn't I? All right, hold on. All right, was that the only one? All right, I think I got it, Richard. Will be a surprise later. I guess sounds good. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. My husband's off. Uh, there's things I need to get done. Like, oh, guess what, guys? We got a PO box. We finally yesterday went and got a PO box. So I'm trying to get stuff done. So the PO box is now on the channel. If you want to send us a sticker, we exchange stickers. I still need to order stickers, the new stickers that I want done. But slowly but surely, getting some stuff done. It's gone. Thank you, Richard. I deleted it, but I didn't know if there was more ahead of it. You know what I mean? Christmas cards, yes. We could do a Christmas card exchange. I would love to do that. I do Christmas cards for my family and my neighbors. Thank you, Share Bear. Rubberneck. Oh, nice, Miss Daisy. That's great. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mikey said hi. Hi, Mikey. Mikey's back. Welcome back, Mikey. Welcome back. Share Bear says welcome. Richard Green says welcome back, Mikey. Welcome back. So it's a beautiful day. I guess there's a storm out somewhere. Face the Ace. Remember Face Ace was here yesterday. Sonal Sherbert, is it safe to take out my earplugs? Mikey says, thank you, Richard. Michael, today, gift your heart a little piece. Aw, thank you, Michael. I do. I really do. In between streams, I do. And sometimes when I'm really, really tired and I think, oh, you know what? I'm just too tired to go do a stream right now. But I come on anyways, and I always feel so much better when I do. You guys help me a lot. You don't even realize. Thank you, Michael. That's very kind of you. It is beautiful here. It is a beautiful day. It is. Sherbert, I try not to time anyone out and will give chance if it was time to go. Thank you, Sherbert. I agree. I try to, if a troll comes in, I try to be nice to the troll. I try to turn the troll's attitude to a good one. And if that doesn't work, well, then bye. Right? That's all we can do. Always look forward to seeing everyone. Me too, Michael. I really do. Yep. Rubberneck, so happy to help out you. Thank you, Rubberneck. I appreciate you guys all so much. Summer, the sky's picturesque. It is. Isn't it a pretty sky? Sure is. Very pretty sky. Mm-hmm. Summer, sending love. Oh, thank you, Summer. Richard, we love being part of your day. Oh, and I love you guys for being part of my day. I really do. When I don't come on, I miss you guys. And the games, like, I like to play the games. So honestly, for me, the games are so much fun. Even if I don't play, it's like I'm playing because I'm playing with all you guys. I like doing crossword puzzles. I've done crossword puzzles my whole life. So when we do crossword puzzles, I really enjoy it. I hope you guys know that. Um, yeah. Janine, hi, Janine. Janine's here. Everybody say hi to Janine011. Sonal says, take care. Everyone got to run. Thank you, Sonal. You have a wonderful day, Sonal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you around, I'm sure, Sonal. See, said in love. Thank you, Sonal. Take care. Sonal says, Richard. Lizzie, is the storm from Aaron not affecting you? No, it's not affecting me. Mm-mm. We're pretty far south. I don't know where that storm is exactly, but so far, so good. Summer says, yes, I always kill trolls with kindness. I try, Summer, I try to do the same thing. Sometimes it doesn't work, right? Mikey, bye, adios, take care, have an amazing, wonderful day. Sonal. Summer says later, Sonal, num, num, num. Mikey says, not right now, Lizzie. Sonal says, love for everyone. Thank you, Sonal. I love that. I love that, Sonal. Richard, taking away the will to type is what kills trolls, right? Yep. Lizzie, where you at, Mikey? Mikey says, hi, Janine. Kelly heard that. I enjoy all of Daisy. Thank you for everything. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you do. I try to make it all fun, trying to mix it up a little bit, play some Kerplunk, right? We played Kerplunk yesterday. Wasn't that fun? I like playing Kerplunk. Thank you, Kelly Heard. Summer says, LOL, true Daisy. Just for kicks. I have a job interview today. I have terrible social anxiety. I'm more awkward than cats walking after slippers are put on. Very anxious. Well, do you really have a job interview? Is that a joke? See? I never know if it's a joke or if you're serious. Callie says, bye, Sonal. Summer says, love you back, Sonal. Mikey says, I live Port St. Lucie. You do, Mikey? You're right up the road. You're right up the road. Just for kicks, you got this. Cerber says, just for kicks, breathe and be yourself. Don't be nervous. Worst case scenario, you don't get the job. Prank. Oh, so it is okay. Yes, good luck, just for kicks. Good luck with the job interview. Richard, good luck with your job interview, just for kicks. I hope you knock it out of the ballpark and get a home run. Thank you, Richard. I hope so too. Just for kicks, you're going to do it. Rubberneck, best wishes to a successful interview just for kicks. Mikey says yes. Summer, just imagine the interview in their skivvies. It works every time. Stardashians, hello Stardashians, welcome. Everybody say hi to Stardashians. How's it going up there in North Carolina? Welcome, Eric. Just for kicks, that's honest. Sorry if I let the real part out. It's okay, just for kicks. I'm wishing you so much luck for your job interview. You got it. Just don't be nervous. Try to just breathe. Try to relax. Try to be a little confident in yourself. You'll do good. You'll do good. Sherbert says hi, Stardashians. Richard Green says hi, Eric. Summer Ocean Wave says hello, Stardashians. Lizzie, I just hope my dad and the beach house is going to be fine. Where are they at, Lizzie? I don't know. I don't think this hurricane's coming to Florida. I think it's going north, but don't quote me because I don't watch the news. Sardashian says hi, Share Bear. Lisa says take care, Sono. Sardashian says hello, Richard. Hello, Sono. Summer. Mikey, Summer Ocean Waves. You saw my comment. Diamond says North Carolina. Sardashians nowhere near Florida. Thank you, Sardashians. Thank you. Thank you. Summer says, you're welcome, Mikey Blazer. I just saw it, and here's some love for you. Positive Pokes. Richard says, hey, Positive Pokes. Stardashian says, hey, Pokes. Pokes. Positive Pokes. Was just in North Carolina. Made it. I mean, if it was for this. Oh, you were just down there? Right. Stardashian is Outer Banks. Oh, it's going to the Outer Banks? I thought they were just getting storm surge, though. I didn't think they were getting the hurricane. I thought Outer Banks was just getting storm surge. Positive Pokes. Hey, Josh, how's it going? Positive Pokes. Hey, Pokes. Pokes, I'm not famous. Hi, Josh. Sherber says, hi, Pokes. Lizzie, Star, that's where my dad is. Positive Pokes, no swimming evacuated. Mikey, sending Summer Ocean Wave some love. Thank you. Mikey is sending Summer the wolf. Sorry about that. Positive Pokes, I'd been Sardashians, just some Outer Banks and storm surge. Yeah, storm surge. Okay. Mikey says, hi, Josh. Everybody meet Josh Allen. Josh Allen is in the chat. Josh Allen. Sardashians, hope you stay safe. Diamond painting with Lizzie. Yeah. Positive post, poor Josh. Mikey, Josh Allen, how are you? Summer says, hi, Josh Allen, welcome. Positive pokes. Positive pokes is Josh Allen. Lizzie, some roads are already flooded. Oh, sorry to hear that, Lizzie. All right. Thank you, everybody. Richard, take care, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful, amazing day and stay positive. Thank you, Richard Green. Thank you, my friend. You have a wonderful day too. We might see you later. We might not. And if we don't, we'll see you next time. Richard Green, I love you, buddy. You have a good day, okay? Everybody say bye to Richard. Warriors. Hello, Warriors. Welcome. Welcome in, Warriors. Nice to see you. Shivers says, have a blessed day, Richard. Summer says, enjoy your day, Richard. Mikey, don't drive in any flowing water. No, do not. Turn around. Kelly, Josh Allen, hello. I would Josh Allen, but I don't know Allen yet. Josh Allen, positive pokes. Richard Green, take care, Miss Daisy May. Have the most amazing and perfect day. Thank you, Richard. You too. You too, my friend. You too. Just for kicks, positive poke seems nice. That poker seems like a 5-card stud. Kelly says, bye, Richard. Summer says, love and peace out, Richard. Richard, thanks, guys. You too. Mikey, have an amazing, wonderful day, Richard. Lizzie, goodbye, Mr. Green. Warriors, I'm fishing right now. You're fishing. Summer, love and peace to Richard. All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here, everybody, so much. It is Wednesday, August 20th. Can you believe it's the 20th of August already? Two-thirds of August is over. We're moving into the fall very quickly, right? And also, it is 10:03 a.m. on the east coast of Florida, on the east coast of the United States. Mikey says, you're welcome. I know. This year is flying by, isn't it? It is. It's going so fast, Michael, right? It's 9:03 Central Time. Yes, it is. It is 9:03. Maybe Adventures. Hi, Maybe Adventures. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Summer says troll alert. Yep, troll alert. The hurricane has Gus. Ooh. Thank you, guys. It was rude. Very rude. Thank you for taking care of it. Thank you, everybody. Who's a troll? The warrior person. Share Bear sending love. Thank you, Share Bear. Mikey says, "Oh yeah," and just people have nothing to do, right? That's all it is. People have nothing to do. They want to come in and just bother everybody. Yes, Kelly, that's who it was. Yeah, yeah. All right. Great teamwork, Share Bear and Summer. Yeah, Summer Ocean Waves and Share Bear. You guys are all amazing. I love you guys so much. Daisy, how do you take your tea? My tea is green tea. I drink green tea and I put sugar. Oh, yes, I like sugar in my tea and lemon, fresh squeezed lemon. It's delicious. Just for kicks. All right, loves. I'm just too anxious to be funny today. I'm going to head out like prairie dogs. All right, just for kicks. You got this. We all believe in you. You're going to do fine. Just make sure you breathe. Breathe, relax, focus, answer whatever questions they ask you with good, precise answers. And if you get nervous, save that nervousness for when you walk out the door. Okay? You got it. Good luck. Just for kicks. Yep. Sherbert says, you got this. Yes, you do. Maybe you used to live down here. Adios just for kicks. Take care. Breathe in 4 and out 4 and relax for 4. Good advice, Mikey. That's good advice. Maybe when you lived down here, where did you live? By just for kicks. Oh, I got the hiccup. Sorry, guys. Mikey says, thanks, Daisy. Summer, just for kicks, you are amazing. You can do this. Visualize an amazing interview and it will happen, I promise. Daisy, look up for hiccups. Everybody tells me to look up. Does that cure hiccups? Looking up? Thank you, thank you, Mikey. Maybe in '86 when the Challenger blew up and I went to school in Mount Dora. Oh, okay. I remember the Challenger blowing up. I remember watching it on TV live. Yep, I remember that. Kelly, it looks so nice and shady there right now. It is. It's nice and shady here. Well, you should be out here at like 5 o'clock in the evening, 6, 7 o'clock. Oh, the sun is like right over here, and it's very hot in here in the afternoon. Or salt under the tongue. Oh, thank you. Salt under. I'll have to remember that. All right, everybody, we are going to say goodbye for right now, okay? I don't know what we're doing today. Like I said, if you see us go live, please stop in. We may play games, we may not. I may go to the beach, I may not. We might go to the park and we may not. I don't know. My husband and I are going to spend some of the day together. So we'll see you guys later, okay? Thank you. Maybe you have a great day too. Kelly, it's hot in the kitchen in the afternoons, right? Yeah. Have a blessed day, Share Bear. Yes, so cute, Summer. Thank you, Mikey. Everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all your help with trolls. Um, remember that things will get better, guys. If you're having a bad time, things will get better. I promise you. Chris Outdoors. Hey, Chris. Chris is here. How you doing, Chris? Mikey says, you too, Share Bear. We're just getting ready to say goodbye, everybody. I want to say have a wonderful day. Be good, be kind, be loving. See you later. See you later, Kelly Hurd. Thanks, Daisy. Thank you, Kelly. Summer, bye, everyone. Bye, Daisy. Thank you for spending time with us. We love you. I love you guys too so much. Hi, Chris Outdoors. Take care. Take care, everybody. All right. We'll see you on the next one. And I'll be around the YouTube streets as well saying hello to everybody. All right. We'll see you soon. Don't forget to hit the like button real quick if you have not. Double tap your screen if you're on a mobile device, if you're on a cell phone, if you're lurking, if you're working or twerking. Please just double tap your screen. Throw that like up there. We appreciate every like we get. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Lisa, you too. Lisa. Bye, everybody. All right. I love you guys. Almost 7. Almost. It's all good. I love you guys. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Kelly. Bye, folks.